Hello, students. Welcome to the Karadi Path Magic English program. I hope that you all are doing good. Are you ready for today's session? Let us begin the session by the focus activity. So, all of you, sit straight, put your palms on your lap, slowly close your eyes, and imagine. Imagine you are riding a bicycle. You are on your way to home when suddenly strong wind starts blowing. You look up and see dark clouds hovering in the sky. You witness the lightning in the sky, accompanied by the sound of thunder. You feel happy watching the animals and birds thrilled as the first raindrops of the season fall on the ground. Soon it starts pouring heavily. The parched land fills up with water, and in some time you see beautiful greenery all around. By now, you are fully drenched in the rain. You ride your bicycle faster and reach your home. Now, rub your palms, put them on your eyes, and slowly open your eyes. Students, I hope that you are now feeling relaxed and fresh after the focus activity. We are now going to do the reading part. Students, in the previous session, you have enjoyed listening to the story, The Bookworm. Today, we are going to listen to sight words and sentences taken from the story. Are you ready? Please repeat after the audio.
Nose, nose. Boy, boy, boy. Book, book, book. Buried, buried, buried. Scent, scent, scent. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Smell, smell, smell. Snout, snout, snout. Nuzzle, nuzzle, nuzzle. Whiff, whiff, whiff. Pry, pry, pry. Search. 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 Snoop. Snoop. Snoop.
It was a nose that many people would say had character. I've come down with a flu and cold, and it is so irritating to have a runny nose. My mom scolds me every time she catches me nose around her office files.
Buried. 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 Secrets. 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 Treasure. 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 Hide. 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 Conceal. 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 Cover. 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 Feeling. 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 Grave. 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 Underground. 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 Body. 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 Funeral. Funeral. Funeral.
It was also a nose that people rarely saw, as it was always buried in some book or the other. She always keeps her feelings buried within herself. My neighbor buried her jewels to keep them safe.
Students, I hope that you have listened to the sight words and sentences carefully. You can go back and listen to the sight words and sentences as many times as you want. Next time, when you listen to the story, The Bookworm, you will be able to identify these words easily and also say the words and sentences confidently. Students, the sight word clusters and sentences are now displayed for you on the screen. You can try voice modulation and expression and use different emotions like happiness, sadness, or surprise as you say these sentences loudly. Do you want to see an example? Let me demonstrate for you. With happiness, you can say, it was a nose that many people would say had character. In a sad tone, you can say, it was a nose that many people would say had character. In a surprise tone, you can say, it was a nose that many people would say had character. So in this way, students, you can practice these words and sentences. With this, we have now come to an end of the reading part. We will now move to our next module. Students, now we are going to do the tiny theater activity in Story Path. You must have done theater or short plays in your school. I know that you feel it's so exciting to be on stage and act. You can also do this at your home with your siblings and other family members. Today's tiny theater activity is based on a short script taken from the story The Bookworm. The characters are Sesha, Mrs. Raj, Rohan, Rohit, and two students. The settings is that of a classroom, geography classroom. Let me read out the script for you. But before that, you can pause this video and call your family members to join you for this activity. Let me begin now. Mrs. Raj talks about Bengal tigers. Sesha knows all about tigers. On any other day, his ears would have perked up with interest. But today, he is barely listening. Mrs. Raj. And who knows what a group of tigers is called, Sesha? Sesha looks up to see Mrs. Raj smiling at him expectantly. Sesha standing up to speak. He falls silent as sniggers ripple through the classroom. Mrs. Raj shushes the class with one stern look. Sesha tries again. The Raman brothers laugh from the back. Sesha stares at his shoes. Mrs. Raj places her hand on his shoulder. He looks up to see her holding a piece of chalk in her outstretched arm. Sesha picks up the chalk and walks up to the blackboard. He draws two lines and then two more and two more. The class watches in amazement. The class then breaks out into a thunderous applause. Then, in big white letters, Sesha writes, "Streak." Rohan: looks like he's describing himself. Hey Sesha, I think you mean freak. Mrs. Raj: a group of tigers is called a streak, Rohan, but you would know that if you read more and talk less. The class erupts in laughter and points at the Raman brothers. Mrs. Raj: very good, Sesha. Sesha: thank you, Miss. Student 1: hey, where did you learn to draw like that? Sesha shyly: from a book. Student 2: can you show me? Sesha nodding, grinning shyly. Tomorrow. Students, I hope that you were listening carefully to the short script narration. You and your family members can now do a tiny theater activity based on this short script. You can go back in the video and listen to it again and again for more practice. With this, we have come to an end of today's session. We will meet again in the next session. Till then, goodbye and take care.